Like most of the software published by Apple these days, GarageBand can only be acquired by downloading it through the App Store on your Mac. It also requires you to have Mac OS 10.9 Mavericks installed in order to use it. Previous versions of Mac OS 10 are not supported. So if you have Mavericks installed, you can find GarageBand either by opening the App Store from your Applications folder, or by going to the Apple menu and choosing the App Store from here. Now currently, GarageBand is featured right here on the Featured Apps page, but in case it's not there when you come looking for it, you can just do a search. GarageBand is now free, so you can click free to install it right from your search results here, or if you want to read up on it first, just click its name. As with all the other apps on the store, you can read about the app, check out user reviews, and so on. Here under Information, you can check which version of the app you're downloading. So you can see in this case I'm downloading version 10.0.0. By the time you're watching this movie, there may have been some updates released. Now when you're ready to install GarageBand, just come up here and click Free, and then click Install App. You may be prompted to sign in with your Apple ID or password, and then your download should start immediately. If I look down here at my Applications folder, I can see the status bar indicating a download is occurring. Let's just open that up for a moment. Now, if you have a previous version of GarageBand installed, you might notice that it looks like there are going to be two copies of GarageBand in your Applications folder. The old one and the new one that's currently downloading. But as soon as the download is complete, notice that in this case, a folder called GarageBand 6.0.5 has been created. That's my previous version of GarageBand, and the new one I just downloaded is now the one in the top level of the Applications folder. As we're going to see in an upcoming movie, Apple has removed a couple of features in the current version of GarageBand, so if you relied on those features, you'll still be able to open and use the previous version. But more on that later. Now that the download is completed, I'll open the new version of GarageBand. When you open it for the first time, it will then begin downloading additional audio files to install into the app. So really, the download and installation happens in two parts. You first download the app itself, and then when you open it, the essential audio files are then downloaded. My guess is that it's done this way so GarageBand doesn't end up taking up more space than necessary on the hard drives of people who downloaded it, maybe just because it's free, but never end up opening it. But once you do download it, you're most likely going to use it or at least try it out, so then the essential files will start downloading. Notice it says up here that this may take up to an hour depending on the speed of your broadband connection, and if you want to, you can click this icon to open up the GarageBand help file and start reading up on it in the meantime. But I'll just let the download finish in this case. Once the download is complete, you'll be prompted to enter your system password to complete the installation. And after another minute or so, you'll see this welcome screen. Click Continue, read about some of the new features, and then click Get Started. And you're ready to go. This screen should look somewhat familiar if you've used previous versions of GarageBand. This is where you can create new projects, open existing ones, and so on. So there you have the downloading and installation process for GarageBand.